Being rich is not just about earning a lot of money, but more importantly, it's about managing your money well. Hi, welcome to the Self-Up. This time, I want to talk about the inspiring story of Li Ka-shing, Hong Kong's richest entrepreneur and investor. Li Ka-shing was born in Guangdong, China in 1928. He was born to a poor family who moved from China to Hong Kong in 1940 after the Japanese attack in World War II. Not long after arriving in Hong Kong, his father died of tuberculosis. This event forced Li to drop out of school before the age of 16 to work in a plastic factory. During the nearly 4 years of Japanese occupation in Hong Kong, he sent 90% of his salary from working in the plastics factory to his mother. Li has had a high work ethic since he was young. He often worked 16 hours a day for 7 days a week. He still does this until he is 89 years old. He started his career as a salesman, and thanks to his hard work, he was promoted to head of the factory at the age of 18. Then, when he was 22 years old, Li successfully opened his own factory in 1950. The factory he founded was called Chung Kong Industries and produced various types of plastics, but it was most famous for producing fake flowers. From the start, Li had predicted that the plastics industry would be popular, and he was right. His business grew so fast that his company managed to export products to the United States. Although Li did not receive a higher education, he is an avid reader, and much of his success comes from his ability to learn on his own. For example, in the first year of the company, Li did the bookkeeping himself without any accounting experience. He learned all this from books. Besides being an avid reader, Li also has good intuition about business trends. When his business was growing, Li noticed a new trend, namely property. He did not waste this opportunity. Li immediately bought many properties in the late 1970s, eventually making him the leader in the property business. Even so, he had good financial management principles. Li did not want to go into debt to buy property. So, all the properties he owns come from his own capital. Another business principle Li holds is that reputation and loyalty are the keys to success. He had a principle that when he said yes, it was a contract. In 1956, Li once turned down an offer of 30% higher profits, just because he had previously agreed to a verbal cooperation agreement with another buyer. For Li, it was better to lose money than to lose reputation. This is the principle Li has always held in business. Li once shared tips on how to manage finances for young people just out of college and starting their careers. No matter how much income you have, divide your income into 5 categories. The first category is 30%, which includes daily necessities. Li suggests that we should not be wasteful, and just eat normal food every day. Usually, when you get a new salary, most people are tempted to buy something immediately. When it comes to building your wealth, it's not how much you earn, but how well you manage your finances. This habit should start when your income is still small. The second category is 20% for networking and friendship. Every month, take 2 people out to eat and pay for them. The people we pay are either people who are wiser than us, richer than us, or people who have helped us in our careers. Li suggests we do this every month, and over the years, your circle of influence will definitely get bigger. You should think of this as your investment in them, and sometime in the future, you will receive the benefits. The third category is 15% for studying. Every month, set aside money to buy books. Or if you are confused about what book to buy, you can watch videos on the Self-Up channel as a reference. Later you can determine what books you want to study further. Li also suggested, after reading a book, don't forget you have to practice what's in the book. Next, you also have to teach others from what you learned in the book. That way, your understanding of the book will definitely increase. Not just books, you can also use the money in this category to join training or workshops. The fourth category is 10% for traveling. If possible, go abroad. Treat yourself to a trip once a year. Traveling will open your eyes to the outside world and add to your life experience. After a few years, you will have visited many countries, met many people, and had many experiences. All these things will change your perspective on life, and help you to grow as a person. The fifth category is 25% for investment. Never stop saving money in your savings account. Use this money as seed capital to build a small business or invest in financial products. Small businesses are relatively safer, because with a small capital, you won't lose a lot of money. But when you start making money, this experience will give you courage and confidence. In addition to managing finances, Li has some great life lessons for young people. The first point is, don't stop growing. When we work, it is natural to get a salary increase every year. But that increase doesn't mean that our personal performance has also improved. Did you get more responsibilities this year? Did you get a promotion? Li suggests that we shouldn't rely too much on our salary. You should try to get a second job, if possible in sales. Why? Because sales is challenging and an important skill in life. Many successful people in the world are great salesmen. They have the ability to sell dreams, sell ideas, and sell visions. If you learn how to sell, you will have the ability and intuition to know what sells and what doesn't and what might be a success. Second, life within your means. Don't spend money on clothes, watches, shoes, or other material items. You can buy as much as you want when you are rich. Third, don't live in the past. Whatever happened in the past is the past. Don't get stuck on past mistakes. There is no point in crying about something that has happened in the past. Everyone must have made mistakes. Most importantly, you learn from those mistakes. It's the same with opportunities. When you miss an opportunity, don't be sad. That means, the opportunity is not for you. Fourth, pursue your dreams. When your needs are met, use the remaining money you have to pursue your dreams. Basically, life can be shaped, careers can be planned, and happiness can be prepared. It all starts with a plan. When you are poor, don't spend much time at home. Spend your time outside. But when you're rich, do the opposite. I understand what Li means. When we are poor, we should spend our time looking for opportunities and trying our best. Whereas, when we are rich, with limited time, we should spend more time at home to spend time with our loved ones. The way to wealth starts with good money management. These habits will help us to realize our dreams in life. Please comment in the comments section what lessons you learned from this information. Your journey to self-improvement starts with a single step, and I'm glad we could take this step together today. If you have book recommendations or topics you'd like me to explore, leave them in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Self Up for more content that inspires and empowers. Stay motivated, and see you soon.